Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to make poppy butterfly rolls. How cute are these? And they are the most delicious rolls I've eaten in a long, long time. Maybe since Tuesday. Anyways, I'm going to show you how fun these are to put together. I'm going to do the flour last actually. Okay, this is 4.5 cups of warm water. I always want it to be nice and warm so the yeast activates and the rolls can rise right away. A tablespoon of yeast and 3/4 cup of sugar. So this is, this is going to be a really sweet, delicious roll. 1/2 cup of soft butter. And then we have all this goodness. Okay, a tablespoon of salt. Don't want to forget that. A tablespoon of sesame seeds, 2 tablespoons of poppy seeds, 3 tablespoons of sunflower seeds, and a 1/4 cup of flax seeds. Okay, all that nutritious seeds in there has like magnesium, copper, calcium, phosphorus, all kinds of stuff in there. You wouldn't even believe. We've got, this is cornmeal. And this is, trying to think, that's a 1/3 cup. This is a 1/2 cup of potato flakes. And that's always going to make everything taste really wonderful. Okay, so now we're going to stir in the flour. And I'm just going to give this a little stir first to get everything else kind of incorporated. And then I'm going to add this in and stir a little bit of it as I go. And I'm going to let my mixer do the work, but you could mix this by hand. You could do 10 minutes by hand or 5 to 10 minutes in the mixer. So we're going to give this a little bit of a stir so it doesn't come flying out of the mixer. And I love making a lot, then I can freeze them and have them for later. This would make a great lunch edition meal, like super fun for the meal, any meal. Okay, that's pretty good. We're going to get this in and get it kneading. And with bread dough, it always depends on the day. You could always add a little more water or a little more flour. And hold that in a little bit to get it going. And when it's all nice and incorporated, you'll be able to tell it's not flat in the bowl and it's not like a really hard ball. It's kind of in between. So I'll show you what the dough looks like. I'm going to turn this off actually, and we'll let it knead later. It's actually good for it to sit there. That's called a sponge, and it's actually really good for the dough anyways. But okay, this is how your dough should look. It's pliable, it's not too sticky, and it's not too hard. So that's just perfect. And that, I would cover this up for an hour, and after it's all done kneading, and let it rise for an hour or until it's doubled. And then once we shape them, we're going to let them rise again and let them double too. And that's really important because if you let your bread rise double, it develops the gluten in your bread and it helps make it nice and light and fluffy. If I've ever tried to skip that part, it just ends up, they kind of end up kind of heavy and stiff. So the rising really is really important. I like to just put a little shortening on top of my bread and underneath my bread. And this is just half of this recipe that we just put together. So what we're going to do is roll it out nice and big. You can see all those lovely seeds in there. It almost looks like a dessert, doesn't it? Super delicious. And then we're going to spread out some butter on it. Butter always makes everything better for sure. And spread out this. This is just a really fun, quick thing to do. And we're going to divide this in half because we don't want these rolls to be too big. So I'm going to cut it in half. And then I'm going to kind of stretch and roll this dough like that. And then this is going to make 12 sections. So I like to cut it in half and again in half. So we've got 4 sections, and then divide each section into 3. That just helps me to be able to know what I'm doing a little bit better. I'm going to scoop this over here and bring this, and now we're going to make our little butterflies. So I want to make sure that the swirls are meeting each other like that. And I'm going to put probably about 6 on this cookie sheet. But I'll show you how this goes together. I'm going to put some almonds. See how cute these are? So I'm going to do little almonds right there and right there. And you could skip the almonds if you don't like almonds, but they taste really good once they're baked. It's like they're roasted just to perfection. And you're gonna bake this at, this is just a little egg and a little water, and it'll also give it a nice gloss to it. Let this rise for an hour, and you'll bake it at 350 for 15 minutes, or until they're just perfectly browned. Like this. Look at these. Ooh, yummy. Okay, let's try these. Wow, these are wonderful. Make sure you like and share and subscribe, and you'll get all these neat original recipes right away. Enjoy these wonderful rolls. They're delicious. Thank you.